Boxing. It's your host, Left Hand Los, along with Marlon Parker and Ray Massey. Yeah, and we here. We have Jeffrey the Fly U. What's up, Jeffrey?
Oh, doing good, doing good. It's fight week. What's not to be excited about? You gotta have energy now. So yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, it's a lot of excitement in the air. So again, we're coming out. You're coming out to perform again in Southeast, and we want to see you put on a spectacular show.
Yes,
How's the training camp been going for you?
training camp is going good. It's been going real good. I don't know. Every fight I have a theme, and this theme has been the way. Looking at Taoism, looking at martial arts, looking at Bruce Lee up here, and I gotta say, just from being in this theme, it's really changed my mind space. It's really changed how I'm approaching things and how I'm thinking about things. It's a lot more zen. It's a lot more outside influences don't really play a part in things. It's just how I prepare myself. So it's been a good training camp thus far, and just working on different skills that I hope to show you on Saturday.
And just to circle back to training camp, how's training going? Considering I'm not there and pushing you.
Pushing you out.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, training's good. My training schedule it's a lot of technique. It's a lot of shadow boxing. Really, if I think about it, nowadays I don't even hit the bag too much. I feel like when I was coming up, I hit the bag all the time. You get all your power out on the bag. You get certain techniques out on the bag. But more recently, shadow boxing has been the most beneficial. Just getting used to those movements and getting the full feel of a fight that isn't just standing in front of something heavy and waylaying on it. That's really been my focus this training camp, is a lot more shadow boxing, a lot more sort of acrobatic things versus just straight power.
Hey Jeff, it's funny you said the theme of this training camp is the way. You got me. I'm starting to catch the Star Wars vibe, right? This is the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully, we get to see you come out this weekend, and you're in your bounty hunter mode.
Yep.
You hunt them down. So,
Yeah.
what do you know about your fighter?
My opponent. So listen, opponents, for me at least, the history has been they always switch up. I always get someone in the beginning of the talks, then they fall out. We get someone else. We get someone else. We get someone else. So that's sort of what helped the theme and the way is that I don't necessarily prepare for opponents. I prepare to make myself as good as I can be. So then the opponent doesn't matter. They're just some variable. I'm the constant. And so this opponent, what we eventually landed on, we were trying to get the number, it was number 90 ranked in the US guy in featherweight. They then switched up. We almost got a real experienced guy with like 18 fights, but the commission didn't want to allow a 6-rounder with him. So we eventually landed on Dennis Caladeria, I think his name is. He's 1-0. He had a good amateur career. And from the scouting I can do of him, he's quick. He's a short guy. He's got compact punches, and he's explosive with them. So there's things to look out for, especially with small guys. Personally, I hate playing small guys. I'd rather fight taller guys and be the smaller guy. That's what I'm used to. And so I just know that he's got certain things from the footage I see. He's just very compact, and he's very quick and explosive. So it should be a great fight, man.
Okay. So you 4-0, four big knockouts. How important is it? How much pressure is it for you to get the knockout? Are you going in there looking to knock this guy out, or just kind of like get some rounds in?
That is true. This is my first 6-rounder here at home, so I'd like to get some rounds in, give the people a little bit of show. But at the end of the day, knockout's always the goal, and I don't care if that's amateurs or that's pro. You never know what the judges are going to see, what the judges are thinking. So take them out of the picture. Always look for the knockout. Now that's not rushing anything, but if it's there, it's there, and it'll come.
You don't get paid for overtime.
Exactly. We don't get paid by the hour.
Jeffrey, you knew I was going to ask you how this fight ends. So you've already taken that out of the equation. How is your weight? Where are we right now as far as weight wise?
Yeah, right now we're doing good. Let's see. I fight at 126. I usually peak around 134, and then I water cut from there. So we're right on target. And at first, if this was a couple fights ago, I'd be a little nervous. I wouldn't have confidence in what I'm saying. But now we sort of have a good system in place. And with all the apps and everything, I've been keeping all the logs of my weight and everything. So now we can look back and see, okay, here's where we're peaking nice. Here's where we're dropping nice. Here's where everything's going. So we're right on target right now.
Okay. And so we know the last fight, you didn't get much out of the your last opponent. What do you think about what do you think you're gonna work on in this fight? No keys to victory here. We don't want you telling no secrets of the other fight, but what is your goal? I know sometimes, like you said, fighters, they come into fights with goals in mind. Sometimes maybe I just want to get some rounds on my belt, or maybe I want to work on my jab. What do you think personally you could work on?
Yeah, most definitely. I'd like to get some more rounds in the ring, especially with the 6-rounder. You know, I'd like to go a couple rounds and just have a durable guy in there. That'll push me. Now, that being said, I'd like to show off my skills and sort of box on the outside. All of my other fights, you know, I'm coming forward. I'm throwing aggressive pressure. I'm bringing it to them. And I want to show people that, you know, there's more to me than just being in your face and just slugging with you. And so moving around and being quick, that's what I want to work on this time.
Hold up, Jeff. But how does that translate at home? We've all seen one style, and we've all watched fighters who are dominant, who press forward, press forward, press forward. When they work on something different, it appears to the fans and to the judges that they've been flummoxed or they're out of their game. It takes a while for people to really understand, no, I'm just hanging in here trying something new. Everyone's used to you going after someone. Now, if you're saying you're laying back, acting like Pernell, getting close to the ground, you know, people are going to say, hey, what's going on? Is this guy tougher than we thought?
It's effective aggression, though. It's not just coming forward and being an infighter. It's putting pressure, sometimes without throwing punches, just from standing in front of them and giving them looks. So you can still be on the front foot, but you don't need to throw with that ridiculous volume. You can feint, you can psych them out. Sort of like someone I love who does this, Tank. I mean, him and Coach Calvin, their team up there, they'll take 3-4 rounds off just to get like that data because they know they'll land the big boom shot and knock them out. So just being patient, but still applying that pressure and making them think about that. That's what's on my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna follow up to that. What type of adjustments have you been working in training camp? I know when we came out to see you out at your gym, you incorporated the MMA into your boxing regimen. As far as like, you know, core strength and movement, what's some new stuff that you plan on showing us on Saturday night?
It's control of distance. Control of distance. Like, for example, if you watch Shakur, I've always had Shakur at the top of my list for whatever pound for pound rankings they have right now in that weight division. I have him up there because any video you watch, if he's sparring Haney, if he's sparring someone, if he's fighting, his control of distance is perfect. He's always exactly out of range, but in range to hit you. So this camp, it's really been working on my distance. Where's that perfect distance? Where am I safe? And where am I always a threat at the same time?
Okay. So I like what you were saying a few minutes ago about it's not always about throwing the punch. It's about all the other those other how would say
About the sweet science, baby. The
small
sweet
things,
science.
those small things like the stutter step, the fake jab. Sometimes you sell enough fakes that they'll stop looking out for the punch that's coming, and that's when the bomb comes. I like what you're thinking. I like that way of thinking. We look forward to seeing you in action and you know, doing some of those things. So I'm excited. You, Mom?
He sweat. He's excited.
Man, Jeff knocks people out. Do I want to see Jeff jab for 6 rounds? No. I'm gonna say boo, throw that right there.
Now you got it. Listen, I can guarantee action. No matter what I do, I can guarantee some action in there.
All right, then I'll keep it down.
Yeah, everybody know you. You're like, wait a minute, is that A-side throwing trash?
We ain't get to see much last time, but it's good that you're saying that you're going to start. A lot of people got power. One of the key factors of delivering that power, setting it up. So I'm interested to see what you're gonna do. And please let it go longer than one round.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, it's takes two to tango. So let's see.
Right.
What that comes
Exactly.
with. And
Jeff,
I want it. I'm not afraid. Like again, my fights have been quick, but I want someone durable. I want to be tested. I not only for me to prove that to myself, but to show everybody else. Like if that's what they bring, I'm ready for it. So I try to prepare myself for everything. Like I said, they're the variable. I'm constant. So I just got to make sure I perform my best every time, and we'll get it done. No matter how we have to do it, we'll get it done.
Jeff, what is the trajectory after this fight? What's next? What are we looking at? Because we should be looking 3 to 5 fights down the road. Where does Jeffrey Yu stand in about the next year and a half?
Yeah.
What is the prediction?
That's what we're working on right now. So right now, if you check in BoxRec, I think I'm 123 in the US for featherweight. I want to move up. My goal is hit at least break 75 by the end of this year, if not very early, maybe Q1 next year. Once I break 75, I'm looking for titles. I'm looking for titles, whether regional, whether national, worldwide. I'm looking for titles. So I'm building that record so I can get to the position where we can set up fights for titles and go from there. But breaking 75 and getting a title within, let's say, Q1 of next year, that's my goal.
How you feel about the state of boxing now? I know we got a fight coming up, right? But we still have to talk boxing politics at some point, right? I know you're a student of the sport, right? So we had a lot of stuff happen over the weekend. I know we had the Clarissa Shields fight. Again, the quote, another dominant performance. We got the Terrence Crawford fight coming up. How do you feel about the state of play?
It's good. It's good. It's popping off. And you know what? And you just named some hell fighters, killer fighters. Terrence Crawford, Clarissa Shields, they're dominant. But right now in the state of boxing, we got viewers that we've never seen before because of people like Jake Paul and that circus that happened not too long ago.
Yeah.
We got some crazy viewership. And then that not only from boxing, I mean, the MMA fans, they're getting into boxing. We're getting viewership from all over the place. So I think we're on a high. I think there's a lot of interest and a lot of excitement from people that aren't normally into the sport. And that's good for everybody, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So what some of the things that you would like to see like going forward? I know we been to a couple of your fights. What's some of the things that you would like to see happen in terms of like with the local boxing arena?
Well, we're popping. DMV is popping, definitely. There's a lot of promoters moving and shaking right now. I mean, even fighting at the ESA arena, that's big. And the networks and connections there, you can move up like considerably and keep going. So right now in the local area, I think promoters got it. They got a good idea. They got a good idea of where they want to move the future, how things used to be, and how they want to do it now. So I think there's a lot of innovation coming out and a lot of good venues, a lot of good new ideas that are coming out from these local promoters. So I gotta say, we're moving along. I feel like boxing. They always say boxing's dead, boxing's this, boxing's that. That's ridiculous. Long live boxing. It's always going to be here. It's just going to keep changing and becoming more interesting, to be honest.
Exactly. And Davis Boxing Promotions, I forgot how many cards he's thrown in the last 2 years. How many cards you've been on, and you're coming on this next card.
Right. And he's moving on up. I mean, the last one, I guess originally maybe a couple of years ago was at a different venue, a smaller venue, and then moving into the ESA arena. That's huge. Now even having I mean, this next card has 3 title fights, I want to say, on this one card.
Yeah.
It's exciting, and it's exciting for fans too, you know.
It's a good time to be in boxing. We even, you know what? I'll be remiss if we have Jamal Harvey is going to be competing in the Olympics from Oxon Hill. Bill Davis, shout out to him.
Exactly.
Hey, this is a good time, and I'm looking to see great things out of you. I know you'll be tuned in, right?
Yeah, all the way in. I might be a little skinnier the next time you see me, bro.
I won't.
We know.
He's not cutting, he's doing it in reverse.
Exactly.
Well, don't worry. Hey, this time I got your size in the shirt. So next time I see you, don't worry. I got you.
Thank you, bro.
Just
Yeah.
bring a beta sheet. You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you spray with breeze and you give it to Carlos. Hey, Jeff, since last time we've seen you, last time we spoke,
Yeah.
you're in the gym every day. Things happen. You're sparring. Give us a story. Give us something memorable since the last time we've spoken. Something funny.
You know what? That's
You don't
a
have to say names.
No, it took me a second to
Your
think.
identities.
No. So yeah, I won't name any names, but we had a sparring session one day, and I was sparring against a taller guy. He must have been like maybe 6 something, but taller. Uh, Now I was putting pressure on him. What I didn't realize is when he went down to dip, he comes straight up, and since he's 6 foot, I'm coming forward. His head went right into my nose. I heard a crunch go this way, and I was like, "Oh hell! I better have a broken nose. Not from training. Get the hell out of here." And luckily, I don't think anything was broken. It was sore for a couple of weeks, and it was kind of bothering me. But nah, that was the most like ocean moment I had during this training camp. Was just a bigger guy. I just didn't realize when they dip down so low, they're not used to being that low. They come right up, and you get hit right in the nose like that. So anytime you hear a crunch like that, it's like you don't like to hear that.
Needless to say, he's not welcome to sparring anymore, right? He's on the blacklist.
He's on the blacklist for now. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, brother, as always, we thank you for coming out. We thank you for entertaining us, and we thank you for just being who you are. You've been always open. You've always been easy to contact, personable. You are on camera who you are off camera, and we love to see you fight, brother. So if anything, if any way we can help you, let us know. Obviously, Carlos will clean your house. I'm not talking about that sort of a
Enlarge your socks.
but brother, we really appreciate this.
Hold on, before you go though,
Yeah.
tell everybody he's gonna be fighting Saturday.
Yeah.
Plug.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fighting Saturday, August 3rd. The Fly is back. The Way, August 3rd. It's gonna be here in the DMV, the ESA Arena. My first 6-rounder in this local area, and I'm looking forward to it. It's fireworks every time, but I gotta say, with Bruce Lee in the back and just reacting how I react, keeping everything natural, that's going to get the job done. So I appreciate the shine every time. I appreciate y'all for talking to me and reaching out. And I hope everyone enjoys the show.
We'll do. Thank you,
Right.
brother.
I see Jeff Black.
Thank you, y'all.